Hello, ladies and joims. How you doing? We are back. Trekyards is here. Sam is in the house. How's it going, Sam?
Hello, Stuart. It's good. As you wouldn't expect, I've been talking Trek, listening Trek, doing Trek all day. It's just what happens. It's life, man.
I'm so sorry. Well, luckily today we can do some things in addition to Trek, maybe. But that being said, Star Wars is totally out. And there are copyright issues with other things as well. So we'll do our darndest to have some fun today with this.
Yeah, I think fair to say we're working at the edge of what's possible here, and let's not push over that edge, right? So Trek, luckily, it's very flexible as we've seen. The great quality of AI lets do a lot, especially with some bonus like throw things in prompting. But look at that cool thumbnail. I really had a lot of fun with the sort of creating and in fact that was several iterations in. I had time to make that better. It made dividend. But you know what? Pretty happy with.
It's pretty cool.
It's like a white thing on the mantelpiece, which I just noticed. What is that? On the windowsill. What is that? Just a white smudge, like a big one.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. AI created. But yeah, Doctor Who, Star Trek, pretty flexible. And for some reason, because can't get Rathacon badges. Because uniform, badge,
Not so much.
not so much. Yeah, I will start
right.
sharing, let the guys know how and what and where, and preload a few, so I can get those churning out in a second.
That's right. So until then, until he's back, I want to say hit like, guys. Hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click notification bell icons so you don't miss any content from us. You know, all of the things that you need to do as part of watching YouTube and supporting your favorite creators. Yeah, this should just be a fun day today. Just not braining too hard. Just kind of having some fun. Don't take any of it seriously. Don't get all uppity about things. It's just all for fun. So just remember that. But yes, super chat in your ideas. Anything you'd like to see or have us talk about. It'll be interesting to see what you come up with. Also, there is a join button down there. There's a join option here on YouTube. You can join the channel here on YouTube by clicking that join button or heading on over to Patreon/Trekyards, where you can also support us on a monthly basis over there. We appreciate any and all of it. All of you guys that are members, you are great, and we love you for it. So if you can support us, please do. There are links down below as well in the description for the Teespring and the TeePublic store, so check those out. Get yourself some cool Trekyards merch, as well as bunch of other cool stuff. TeePublic's really great. They got a lot of fantastic anything you want. Just look it up. But use the link down below. It really helps us out. And yeah, lots of ways to support the channel. And yeah, one of the best things you can do is just be part of the conversation, either in the regular chat or by super chatting. We want to hear your thoughts and ideas. And yeah, lots of ways you can participate in part of the excitement here, if you can call it excitement. Badges, I don't need no stinking badge. Yes, thank you, Terrence. Badges? We don't need no stinking badges.
But you need badgies.
Badgies, yes, you need a badgie. It's a good
Segue almost.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into this and see what kind of fun we can have.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about them and analyze and such. I've got a couple I pre-prepared as always, while I let the magic work on the generation. So let's see, what have I got that I pre-made? Oh, this one I made.
What slide are we on, or is it just on your end?
Slides, yeah. It's the second to last with all the peel around it as reference prompt possibilities. Yeah.
I just don't see your little symbol there that you're on it. It's weird.
Well, I'm sorry, but I am.
Slides is just being slides. So
hashtag slides. So there's a first image. Yeah. What you think?
Well, his belt's a little high. It's riding a little high there. And yeah, the badge is very Star Trek Online-y. But other than that, I mean, that's a really good representation
Right. So there's a first.
of Hikaru Sulu, probably Admiral Sulu.
And it's fun how they kind of it does make up shapes, right? So, rank, pit, pin thing is quite interesting, actually. I'm kind of for it.
Well, maybe he's like the headmaster of Starfleet Academy or something. Some kind of special rank for Sulu there would be apropos. But yeah, the belt's a little high. Just it's the old man version of the uniform. Just hike that belt right up.
And I asked it to do, Golden Gate Bridge, fountain. It's kind of my vibe. I just love the texture of extra, because you haven't got the same judgment towards foreground and background, but just it looks so natural and obviously slightly more painting like. But
no, it's really good actually. Better than some of the other ones we've seen from ChatGPT. It feels more realistic for sure. But yeah,
nice to see. And the fact that it just can get certain things, then can absolutely not crazy.
Yes. All right. Should we get into our first one? Are we ready?
I'm trying to generate it.
Oh, okay.
Got to find pictures of the people, because otherwise it'll just make two similar looking people. Because I feel like they actually want to do something kind of specific there. So read it out and let's see what happens.
Well, that's classic for real.
Yes.
$5.
Wait, who's that guy? What?
I've never heard of him, but he must be classic.
And he's being for real with support for us, because he's very real.
But he says funding Dan Ben's idea of specifically Star Trek VI era Chekhov, meeting Babylon 5 Bester, or B5 Bester. So there you go. We'll get that up as soon as we're able to, but thank you, Classic, for funding other people's ideas. It's appreciated.
Yeah.
I'm sure they appreciate it as well. So say thank you, Dan, in the chat, if you could.
It's a great idea. Here's one for Donnie's as well. I'm trying to find which one that was.
Do you want me to read that one too, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, $5. I'm funding Donnie's idea of the bridge crew of the Enterprise H being decided by the NFL draft.
Don't see that as a thing he asked for, but I mean, I can put that in verbatim and see what comes out.
Yeah, just do that.
What does it think it means? I don't know.
I don't even know what it would. I don't know what I would think it means.
But also it does.
Enterprise H.
But it does know more than we know. So that was. I'll throw in some funds we can talk about while I create new ones. I asked for Scotty at Planitia in a shuttle investigating a new ship being built.
Oh. That's a really great image, except for the ship. I mean, it tried. I like that. That's a good transitional step between TOS and the motion picture with Scotty with the mustache.
Yeah,
it's really, really great. Because he doesn't have quite as much gray as I think he might have had in the motion picture. But yeah, this is year 5 of the 5-year mission. He's grown a mustache. Only rank stripes on one sleeve though, which is interesting.
In between step, right? In between step, because that's certainly how White's thinking. Yep.
But honestly, the image outside the window is not fantastic. It doesn't look much like a space dock. And what an interesting ship design. It's even 1701. Wow.
Or 1/2/1 20. And have you noticed that it tends to make ships that feel very similar to that, slightly grey lines? Like there's certainly a style that it pulls, and that's one of them. It feels like.
Even the nacelles seem to kind of be more Kelvin-esque in their design usually.
Paley, I mean, you look consulted, right? It understood that the L cars are kind of multicolored.
I like the L cars, yeah.
I mean, they are kind of more. Well, no offense, they are just jelly beans. Actually, you could probably argue.
Maybe. The badge is great because it's like TOS and motion picture. It's kind of, it's great. This is like year 5 of the 5-year mission, or just after the 5-year mission. I like that idea.
He just grew the moustache.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, there needs to be some sort of film where we see that step, de-aged, well, recreated. It'd be so nice. I know we've seen Shatner in Unification, but like, and Spock, but it'd be so nice to see Doohan and Nichelle. There is more to the cast than the top two.
Mm. And
yeah.
Somebody asked, where is it?
Oh.
Is the deflector a Stargate? Where did I see that?
Kind of, yeah.
It's kind of got the watery look.
But yes, reiterate the first full prompt, and here it is.
All right, first full prompt is Dan Ben's idea of Star Trek 6 era Chekhov meeting Bester from Babylon 5.
And this was including both. Visuals of the two characters. This is with reference.
Well, I gotta say, ChatGPT kind of dropped the ball a little bit on this one, but I mean, uniforms pretty much spot on. The color's a little off on the Wrath of Khan. Again, the badge is quite unique and interesting.
You can't do it, but yeah, having the little gold dots at the bottom of the delta is actually kind of nice looking.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like a mix between Shatner and Chekhov.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. It's like it wanted to blend the two people together.
And like I said, they put in shots of Bester and Chekhov. And I love the fact that this should be the easiest picture to do. Literally the same actor.
Yeah.
Literally, and yet, what do you think of the sort of the leather dark vibe? Because I quite like that. It's more Section 31 vibe, which in fairness, Bester kind of vibes that. It doesn't sound like much of a problem between the two.
No, it looks good. I don't get a leathery vibe from it though. I get a very fabric-y vibe, but
I've got a reflection on monitor over there. I'll be honest with these lights and see the blacks are not good in that point of the monitor.
But the background's great. It looks like a shuttle bay or a hangar bay, cargo bay. It looks really good. Just it doesn't really look like Walter Koenig, unfortunately, at all. So. But I mean, hey, meeting of the minds. That'd be a great universal crossover, these two. Coming face to face. Conspiracy theory.
But it just shows that, and this is something you guys can do. For example, have, say, take, Jay from Men in Black 1 and put him in Wrath of Khan uniform or TNG, because it can do those two very, very well. So, like something as simple as that, this would be very effective on. Two simple visuals, see how well it can connect.
How well does it do TOS uniforms? Probably pretty.
I mean, we saw
Scotty's was great.
Yeah, I'd say for the most part, all pretty well. So, and this is the silly creative thing about this. Do you want to see a Stargate character, say Tilk in, uniform that's different?
I was just gonna say, O'Neill in the Monster Maroon,
and it'll be close. I would like to see that. Jeff Goldblum, we saw him in TNG, looked bloody excellent. A lot of power in this. You just gotta support the channel with a donation and have some creativity. Right, next one. Now this was an abstract one, so
yes, this is Donnie's idea. The bridge crew of the Enterprise H being decided by the NFL draft.
And I put that in verbatim.
Seriously? Won't do Star Wars, but there's Luke Skywalker. Wow.
There's so much detail with this, though. There's so much detail.
Wow. And so many different eras of uniforms. Looks like you got a Voyager-esque one there behind Spock. You got a TOS one kind of right behind Spock. You got the iterative step, the Monster Maroon without a turtleneck behind.
Yeah.
Sort of looks like Kirk.
I mean, he doesn't.
Some
not
Kelvin-esque
look like
ones.
Kirk, right?
Yeah.
And that's a pretty good Luke. And it really did a good Spock for uniform-wise. That's pretty much there.
Yeah, there's a motion picture uniform on Spock and the lady behind the podium.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Looks like Chapel, but green. Yeah, classic. This is a really good picture because this is the sort of thing. Okay, maybe Luke, fine, Luke, but put this on the desk, slightly out of focus, and you'd be like, "Oh, that's my graduation
Yeah.
picture."
Yeah.
It's so much as tangible, and it's even like it feels like a little bit of grain. This could be like a set dressing from Wrath of Khan. Like the color palette is that sort of slightly burned in yellow, and you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, just in the background, a little out of focus. Looks great. This is actually very surprising that with that prompt, it came up with this.
Yeah.
Decided that Luke Skywalker was part of the Enterprise H crew.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Wow. No, that's awesome. I love it. Even though the symbol behind her on the wall, it's got somewhat of the UFP symbol in the center, but like a different division. I think that's great. And the one on the podium is interesting as well. Wow. Good call out. All right, Classic for Real member for 24 months. Be a member for 2 years and a lieutenant just like me. Join Trekyards. Yes, join Trekyards, everyone. Listen to Classic for Real. You must listen.
I agree.
Yeah.
I also love the fact that this act, because like the creativity, besides the idea of, it's not just take Kirk and make him this. They had to design some aliens in this, right? There's variety of alien-looking creatures that I don't recognize specifically. Where has that come from, right? There's no prompt, there's no logic. Like, I like the green lady with the white hair, the long hair. That's that's actually quite a cool, like, new yet familiar thing.
The green guy at the back with the beard. Got one that looks sort of like a Klingon.
The guy at the front is like a scroll from Marvel, kind of.
Yeah, absolutely.
And some old guys, because we're like old guys.
And the guy in blue beside the scroll guy could be part Cation.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Wow.
I even quite like Kirk's belt buckle that are like 2 reverse circles. It's actually quite nice.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of a fan of that. It looks like SpongeBob. It says doesn't like SpongeBob, so don't be SpongeBobbing. But we've got.
You know what this looks like? It looks like the shot from Star Trek 6 at the end, where they all kind of go up to the podium to pose for a non-existent photo. But yeah. All right. Next one up is Classic for Real, $5. Captain Jellicoe telling Badgie and Goodgie, badges? We don't need no stinking badges. We need personnel in regulation uniform. That's... I hope it knows what Badgie and Goodgie are. That's all I can say. No, I like that. I'm really impressed with that one. Just, if it wasn't for Luke Skywalker, it'd almost be like a perfect Trek picture.
Also shows how cool the crossover would look back in the day,
Yeah.
Right, third try on SpongeBob. I had to take the SpongeBob entirely out of it. Just say Skrull. It's not allowed for SpongeBob, so be more safe with the suggestions, guys. And it's funny because it didn't just say anything in the Trek, and you're throwing me ones that are breaking.
Just put in from Sponge.
I just said a Skrull. Skrull in uniform. I think it's a Skrull.
Yeah.
Old guy's opinion is an opinion we can talk about while this is hope for generating.
One old guy's opinion. Where is that?
Next one.
See. Oh, what about the Badgie one?
I have to do the first one first.
Okay.
I said no 3 times, so.
One old guy's opinion, $5. Is anyone pissed that J.J. Abrams took the helm of 2 franchises, walked away, and now they're limping along?
What's he done recently?
Nothing.
He's big up and comer, did everything.
I mean,
Let's have a look.
I didn't mind The Force Awakens, but it was just Star Wars again. And then walks away. I mean, he did his part, and then I don't like that he got the reins of Star Trek because he's never been a Star Trek fan, which just annoys me. But I mean, Nicholas Meyer wasn't a Star Trek fan either, and so
neither was Carlos from Unification, and he nailed it. A lot of oversight, of course.
Yeah.
And interestingly, if you look at the upcoming for J.J. Abrams, he has Untitled Cloverfield sequel, Untitled J.J. Abrams project, Untitled Star Trek prequel, Half-Life, Portal, Hot Wheels, Untitled Superman project, and Constantine 2. And it's like, really? I mean, he's really in production. And apparently, 2024, he produced 4 different TV shows. And they may produce things, but I don't know if he's done really in direction.
It's funny you mentioned Constantine. Sylvie and I watched it like 2 days ago. The Keanu Reeves one.
It's great. I mean, it's weird.
I love the devil at the end. It's good, great representation of the devil. Creepy.
Yeah, that film has artistic flair and a great soundtrack. It's really distinct and back when Keanu was young.
Indeed.
All right, went as far as I could, and in fact, it's kind of made the Discovery Bridge. So there you go.
Yes, this is a cast shot of the Enterprise G crew on the bridge, but 7 is replaced by Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob.
Squirrel.
Sure.
In fairness, that's how it would look in live action, probably. So,
yeah.
I mean, in fairness, it's just a squirrel, right? All right, what do you think?
Should have said a squirrel with a fishbowl on his head. But no, that's really good. It's got motion picture era displays in the back. It's not quite the right era, and then Discovery-esque uniforms, and I do like the Voyager styled ones. I think those look really great, actually.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that kind of crisp collar. Well, it's very dark. I wonder if I can make it brighter because it is a bit. I mean, I can make it brighter. Let's see how easy that is to do.
Looks like we got Michael Burnham there. We've got Strange New Worlds, Captain April.
I like the black guy's two-tone blue under with a light blue top. It's very kind of lost and spacey, but and just the fact they can create all these people, they aren't people.
Yeah,
that would be crazy.
Squirrel's great too. Just to put a uniform on a squirrel.
Yeah, I said put a squirrel in a full uniform, so it definitely did that.
Yeah.
I mean, you might get a bit more pushback from this as a picture on a desk. But, I mean, hey, if these uniforms are in Picard, Voyager with a high collar and a notable zip, I would not be against them.
Yeah. No, I like the Voyager styled ones.
But with the distinct, V in cut.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have to say that.
And the thing all the way down the front. I like that. Classic for real. LOL, believe it or not, this nails it.
I mean, if you... Yeah.
We're making your dreams come true, everyone.
There's a lot of possibilities, yeah. No, I really like that, actually. And just because I have a few that I made earlier. Boy, I was fighting with this yesterday to try and create some interesting stuff. And I like building narratives. So here was Picard on the E during Nemesis.
That's an interesting chair.
Buttons be pressed, apparently. That's
Okay, there's so much really cool stuff here. Like the Enterprise in the background looks really awesome. The chair, I think the AI just got confused. Also, the other chair, the controls are facing the wrong way, but that's fine. I like the overall look of the animation style. Again, awesome uniform. Doesn't really feel like Patrick Stewart, but any other old grumpy captain is fine.
Yeah, definitely made him grumpy.
Yeah.
But the uniform, it loves this sort of it knows what it's doing and it's still totally wrong. Yeah, but I love the fact they got the D right. Give or take, that's a pretty close D. You know the color palette. Really good. But yeah, I love the fact all the L cars and chairs are all the wrong way around. So you're gonna it's pretty great.
Plus the view screen's behind the chairs.
Well, he's just turned round, right? He's just. But I mean, you would definitely know it was lower deck style, right? So then I said, no, Nemesis.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. we got there?
I didn't even know the picture that this is based off of.
Oh, I just threw him a picture of just Patrick Stewart in general. I know this is just I want to say a new picture of how I would do it. Again, grumpy man.
Yeah.
Not a captain either. Doesn't get it. But hey, it refined it a lot, right? Then I threw a curveball, as I like to do. Although you can sort of keep consistent when you start building upon it. I said, be on the scimitar. With a phaser rifle.
That's an interesting phaser rifle design.
I mean, it fits in with the scimitar design. But
yeah. No pips at all, so...
I mean, they came off mid-transport.
He just removed them so they wouldn't know his rank when he found his dead body.
One of the big things that people have done with this AI stuff is that you can create similar art style. So this is doing lower decks. Just to give you guys ideas, say create Quark or Captain Picard in Studio Ghibli style or Pokemon style. Like little things you can do. This is fun. Then I said Data and Picard.
On the scimitar?
Yeah.
So we got an ensign and a lieutenant.
Yes, Ensign Data in blue on the scimitar, looking
Sure.
gormless. Have you seen Nemesis, Stuart? It's right out of the show.
To be fair, the character models are both really good, and they do look like the people they're supposed to be.
And in fairness, that's very similar to the previous Picard, so it's kept the continuity, and it kept the uniform design, so it did.
Yeah.
And I do think that's give or take the actual same combat design they did in Lower Decks.
Yeah.
So I'm about on 10 of these. I kept
God.
having it iterate, but not this was technically a donation. I mean, it was, but I wanted to, because everyone should get an AI fun. So read out the JJ one again, and I did a thing.
Is anyone pissed that J.J. Abrams took the helm of the two franchises and walked away, and now they are limping along?
So I asked it too. Can you create a picture of a director who loves lens flares, directing the new Star Trek 3? Lots of lens flares. His name is J.J. Abrams. So not because he can't do real people. And despite saying that, we got a fucking Abrams.
Yep. And it's not... Yeah, they didn't even alter the face at all, really. There's subtle alterations, but it's enough to... You can still tell who it is. Lots of lens flares, very on point. Some interesting uniforms again in the background. The yellow with the blue is an interesting choice. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that. That is totally like a press photo from Star Trek 3. Like, the art department said, we'll do something fancy for the announcements. JJ back! And everyone's like, oh. He's got his own camera. Oh. He's in a new set. See it. Here's a set image. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing the Next Generation film. That's why the uniforms in the back are like that.
Oh. But it's a really good...
That's hilarious. Very good. Very good. All right. Oh my goodness, classic. Damn.
Russell Crowe be Russell Crowe, if you want to read out that one. Just gonna throw this
Russell
one again
Crowe.
because it's just funny.
Brett Dean, $5. Russell Crowe as a Monster Maroon era captain and any others from the cast of Master and Commander on the bridge of a movie era ship. I love those ones of us. Those are great representations of us, honestly. So yes, the Master and Commander cast in Monster Maroon.
And this I'm excited for. I even submitted a picture of Gladiator as reference because it does help. I say that, of course, it made Bester. But I think something about having two of the same faces on the same shot, it doesn't. I mean, fair enough, that's quite complicated, right? Like, I understand the subtleties.
You could just add twins in brackets or something, because then it might go. Okay, I don't need to make these. Yeah, I don't know.
Fair point.
There are ways to get around AIs.
Yes.
Stupidity.
It's all about wording. Like I was watching a cooking channel, and it was all about how the AI wouldn't actually offer suggestions, but it would obviously be informative if you asked. But it would skip things unless you mentioned it. La la la. Oh, I'll do a poll.
Yeah. All right, we'll get to yours that haven't been gotten to at some point. Don't worry, guys. We'll do the best we can. I feel bad for Sam having to struggle with the AI wording. So give him all props and applause.
Well, it's got a lot smarter since the last one, where this was not a thing. And in fairness, I like you guys writing nonsense and putting verbatim and seeing what happens. I kind of like that in fairness. Because that group shot was great.
Yeah.
And having it be... Yes, Mark, yeah, I put a shot of them. It asked what we looked like. I was like...
Well, we got... Yeah, that was that from our photo shoot we did here in London?
Yeah, but that was our, like... Someone grabbed a photo of your Facebook and put it as a, like a... Trekyards should be the next Star Trek show. And it was like a low-res picture, but it got the message across. I was like, yeah, it's quicker to Google us. It's quicker to Google us than find the picture of us.
We got a lot of pictures of us, honestly.
But they're all like in set places. Right, Russell Crowe, give us something to go. And this, I'm quite impressed by this. I like this.
Russell Crowe as Monster Maroon era captain and any others from the cast of Master and Commander on the bridge of a movie era ship. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everything about this is great.
Now, are there people, before Russell Crowe, is anyone else from Master Commander in that shot? Because I have no clues. Anybody else?
I have no idea. I haven't watched Master Commander in a long
Okay,
time.
guys, throw in Brett Dean. Did it get the secondaries? But can I just say it made 4 great faces of different people all in the same shot? Now to say what you think. I'm pretty impressed.
Although the two on the right look like twins. Like it looks like the same person.
Look, they're cousins, okay? You're not have cousins in Starfleet. It's fine.
That being said, I love the Alcars. They're really great. That's a great looking bridge. They look just like office chairs though, and there's some weird placement of office chairs. And it looks like Russell Crowe is actually like holding a cane or a gun or something in his right hand. But other than that, this is really well done. There's even a Discovery style Monster Maroon. The guy sitting down to the left of Russell Crowe has like an asymmetrical collar. Very Discovery-like.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a Commodore or some kind of special envoy. So he's got a different uniform. That's what I say.
I mean, it looks like Russell Crowe's son. Kind of, in a good way, right? It's like, it's not quite Russell, but it's got his DNA as part of the equation.
He is.
Again, the badge, not remotely, but it's actually not bad.
It's still a good-looking badge.
And the belt's pretty snazzy. I do quite like the belt. Kind of reminds me of a Cyberman head.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like I recognise that... I mean, okay. I feel like I recognise the back wall Elcars, the kind of that transporter room Elcars panel from various sets. But the left-hand 2 little circle panels, that wouldn't blink twice. That was a real shot. Wouldn't blink twice.
The guy on the left, the very far left, he's very familiar. It's the face and the hair. It's trying to remember what he's from. He's got a scar. Wherever I know him from. Anyway, he looks very familiar. So maybe he was in Master and Commander. Although Brett says nope, but pretty rad. Yeah.
Because the difference between this and older models, it's keeping detail further and further back. So the fact that they're pretty consistent the entire way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love the bridge, like the arch, the way that that's like just perfect.
Yeah.
And the lighting at the top above that rear Elcars.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's on lateral thinking. I mean, not to say that you want to use this for everything, but, you know, like, if you could take an elements from some bridges and, you know, like, concept-wise, just concept 3 or 4 bridge piece variants and then, like, just say, oh, that is an inspiration. Because, yeah, that's, yeah, very cool. Yeah, great shout. And that's, yeah, throw us more celebrities. I'd love to see them in uniforms.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Sailor Moon, Stuart, read out that if you would.
Oh my god, I have to. Classic for real,
Yes.
$5. Time to dream big. The entire cast of Sailor Moon on the bridge of the Enterprise G, either in original anime or live action style.
He loves the G, doesn't he? Because doesn't know it quite as well. Well, I got away with it.
It's kept the squirrel.
There's a squirrel, apparently.
Not in Sailor Moon, but yeah, it's kept the squirrel from one of the last promos.
Oh, right. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty. Although, where's the?
I would like to see them in Starfleet uniforms, but you know, I do love the Sailor Moon look. Who's your favorite Sailor Moon character, Sam?
Oh, the first one.
No.
The one with the longest legs.
I like Sailor Mars and Sailor Jupiter. That's the one with the blue hair and the one with the brown hair. Venus is great. She's the blonde on the right there. But
Shouldn't Venus be green? Venus is green. And Saturn be orange because Saturn's orange.
that's not how that works.
No, I know. I'm just saying. That wouldn't...
The one on the left is Sailor Mars, though, with the red. So.
And the squirrel.
And a squirrel. A different, well, actually, Starfleet uniform. So. Yeah, that's. The bridge is very Star Trekky. I'll go with that. Wow.
Dear me. Yeah, and we got away with it because I feel like there's a pretty close characters. Let us know. Yeah, Alvin and Chipmunks Star Trek parody. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Dan Bang. Clone Bird of Prey with 4 wings. That's interesting. Because I can submit an image and it can... I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, have us... Oh, God, yeah, like, have us
You
throw
can do an AI ship design one, but, you know.
Well, it's easy, yes. It's more close if you put in a thing. But imagine putting, like, the Enterprise E in and say... Make it TOS? Or add a third nacelle? I mean, we had that with your...
I was just thinking that, yeah. Cool.
Okay, the next one is processing. If you want to read that out.
Classic Rail, $5. The opening scene of Terminator 2 Judgment Day, but instead of Skynet, it's Chat GPT.
I modify that slightly so it wouldn't be offended at me. But that's a lot of context clues to pick up. And while it's processing, let me throw in another one of mine, because this takes a few seconds, but going well now. Have a look. Oh yeah, this I thought was... I didn't ask for this, but it didn't do what I said, but I thought this was rather cool, I kept it.
David Lynch's Dune, a place beyond your dreams. A movie beyond your imagination.
You won't get it, but one guess what I asked it to try and do. 'Cause it wasn't about Dune, per se. Well, it was, but it wasn't this style.
Dune porn parody?
How the fuck did you know? God damn it! It might say no to that. It might say... No, I asked it to do the Dune poster in that same Top Gun style that we saw a different day. And ignore that entirely, it's a really sexy Dune poster. Because that, for me, is a really good Dune poster. It's simple, it's effective, bloody accurate, every part of it, give or take. That's really just as a piece of art. I'm really impressed by that, just as a nice art piece.
Mm-hmm.
And given how many times there is just... They, you know, the 20th anniversary of something, they just make a new art piece, which is sort of new, but also still original. That feels right out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, we've got the next one, which I rather like. Read it back in if you would.
Terminator 2 one?
Yes.
The opening scene of Terminator 2 Judgment Day. But instead of Skynet, it's Chat GPT. Okay, then. Shouldn't give Chat GPT ideas. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's T800 branding right there.
What happened to its nose?
I don't know. Nose. Actually, that ruins the image. If the nose was fine, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I saw this and I was like, now does it know what it's doing? Do you know what I mean? Because this is a really good image by itself.
Yeah.
Now Marie does, my girlfriend does keep mentioning things like the AI is going to kill us all. And this image is the sort I should never show her. Because you literally made me create it.
And you're giving ChatGPT ideas.
I am, yeah.
Well, not you.
Well, no, not
That's
us.
real in this case.
We could have really cute pictures of, you know, Colin Farrell in a bloody TMP uniform, and instead you maybe do ChatGPT murder bot pictures. Gah!
Yeah.
But I'm really impressed by that. I think visually it's pretty much exactly what you expect.
Mm-hmm.
And a different T design as well.
Yeah. So love the smile on his face.
Oh. Yeah, the fact it's got kind of like interior cabling, which is not normal what they have. They're quite filled in. And yet the belly's kind of thinner than it. Like, I don't know, the proportions are fun. And yeah, I think it's actually more scary, see if you agree, to have a charming little logo in the middle than just it be bland. Because it's like, you know, branded Murderbot, sponsored by It's like, oh god. I think that's actually kind of scarier.
It'd be hilarious if it was like one of the Care Bear symbols on its chest. Like Sunshine Bear.
Oh
god, I shouldn't have said that, because now we're going to get a prompt from Classic.
I mean, we have no power. All we have is this. But I'm definitely going to keep that, because that's really cool. And also has a lot of Terminators. Although, I wish they'd all had the red eyes. Although I love the fact there's just like a little Roomba-style device at the back.
Yeah.
It's like, we built some for mass murder, we built some to clean up from mass murder. I was seeing both extremes on this shot. Yeah.
Cool.
That's pretty great.
Oh, Classic, you're just killing it today.
And Maze says, Toa 2 is one of the best movies ever made. It really is.
It's pretty great. Pretty great. James Cameron's pretty awesome.
I know he pushed the team real far, but I mean, look what we got out of it. And, you know, being pushed, and then, yeah.
And Dan Ben, yes, I know the Care Bears already have their own version of Enterprise. I have the DVD of the Care Bears Star Trek parody, because it's Star Trek related. So I've got, yeah, it's a thing.
It's a
the
thing.
Enterprise has a heart-shaped saucer.
Yep. It's a bit embarrassing.
Star-shaped nacelles from the front.
It's a bit wild. So it looks like this is one of those few where it half creates. So I'll bring that one in just because we get the next one.
Wait, what am I doing? Pakled man and Klingon lady getting a divorce with pain sticks. Sure, let's see what's going on. Is it the same Pakled and lady that got married last time?
No, I tend to have to create a different format for the new thing, because often you guys, you break it.
Yes, well, to be fair, it's crazy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, a human wouldn't understand half of what you're saying, so...
Yeah. But I did include a picture of Packler just so it kind of thought it knew. But this is how far it got before it said network error, which does get the point across, which is good. Oh.
Who wins, Terminators or Cylons?
Cylons, they're cleverer.
So yeah, that's good. That's good. Pakled and Klingon divorce, pain stick divorce. I love that.
It did load with all full details. Oh dear. Pretty good.
Interstellar divorce.
I like her shorts, like her dress shorts.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool actually. I quite like that. And the lower decks, pretty much lower decks style, which I didn't ask for, but I guess it decided. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And again, the Excalibur class from STO in the background. You can tell by the shape of the secondary hull and the nacelles. And a green Andorian. It's half Andorian, half Orion. It's fine. That's pretty good. I love how the Pakled's scared and she's like, yeah! That's Klingon. Okay.
Right, next one is generating. But yeah, pretty fun. It does animation really well, you know, as would make sense. But let me show you one I did. Again, I sort of try to build upon this in my little cartoon. So after, as you saw last time, I had Data and Picard on the scimitar, I said, have them appear with the time vortex and Chekhov from TMP appear on the bridge. It's not quite what I got, though.
TMP. Love Data's uniform.
But that said, we've got some custom uniforms. That's actually not bad. A lower decks TNG hybrid for Picard. Pretty cool, actually.
Even though he's a lieutenant. Must be the Lieutenant Picard from Tapestry.
So then I kind of got mad at it. And I said, no, wrong uniforms, get them right. And I submitted an image of Chekhov, and it wouldn't get off this damn Star of Chekhov.
I mean, it's a very young Chekhov, and it looks like more like a motion picture era uniform.
That's why I tried to, yes.
Picard's looks great. Data's is interesting with the white stripe, a la Lower Decks. Huh. Still can't get their fucking ranks right, but that's okay.
And I said, no, do it again.
Oh.
And then it broke both of them again. But in fairness, that Admiral's one's, well, Picard's is pretty good, Mr. Lieutenant, without a phaser rifle again, and Chekhov was wearing a just giant belt. I don't know.
I mean,
it
got stuck in a recursive feedback loop, and it's just using the same shit. Just rearranging it, shuffling it around.
Okay. But we've got the next one lined up. If you want to read that in. And this one's, again, pretty successful.
Stuart and Sam on Rate Your...
What? Oh, is that not right?
Stuart and Sam on Rate Your Favorite Star Trek Ship Trekyards Live, giving perfect scores to the best Star Trek ship ever, Discovery Season 3 Rainforest ship.
Is that not a question he's asking? Well, that's a prompt. It's a confusing prompt.
It's a prompt. But that's okay. What's the next one you have ready then?
Well, I'll read the next one. The next one.
Mark Lawrence, Richard Dean Anderson as captain of the NX class ship with appropriate crew. Oh, wow. That's a funky Delta badge, by the way. But I do like the uniform. Lots of good detail. Love the zipper. Definitely looks like an NX class bridge. It's sort of great. Gotta love O'Neill. Love how only him and the guy behind him have the badge, the other two don't. But no, that's really good. Definitely gives O'Neill vibes.
Yeah, I mean, you would not be confused who that was.
No.
Even the age, it's kind of how he would do it now if he lost a little bit of weight and kind of a bit more built. But yeah, I mean, the uniform, it's had a pretty fun hybrid with the belt and the patch. L-cars at the back, it feels right out of sort of a kind of between Franklin and NX.
Yeah.
I just love when it makes out of focus things, because there's a certain reality to out of focus, there's a certain depth. Blur. Yeah. There's like, yeah, that nails it.
Yeah.
And the fact that it has to create an AI created out of focus photoreal face. Like, do you think it's actually creating a face and blurring it, or is it able to understand depth of a... Because that's really just...
That first thing. That's exactly what it does.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Ease. All right.
May says, Dune 1984 version was good. The visual effects at the time couldn't give it justice. I know you love all the Dunes.
I like the newer Dunes. And the miniseries is great. The Dune movie from '84 is a little rough because they tried to pack a lot into it and it didn't make a lot of sense.
Do you mean the new miniseries, the lady one? Or do you mean the miniseries?
No, the one
with McAvoy.
Yeah, the older one.
Mm.
Yeah. I didn't know there was a new miniseries.
Was there a TV series? I mean, they just made a series, but I wouldn't say it's a full series, like enough episodes, but it wasn't the biggest. All right, read out classics again, and it created something.
Stuart and Sam want to rate your favorite Star Trek ship, Trekyards Live, giving perfect scores to the best Star Trek ship ever, Discovery, Season 3, Rainforest ship, which has been bumped up to astronomical tiers. It's a ship in a rainforest. I like that design, actually.
I do too. It's kind of like a vengeance bottom, but not. And you're finally happy in one, Stuart. You finally got it, because you're always a bit grumpy in yours. Hey!
I did say I like the design. It knew.
Well, I mean, you gave it 0-0, and I went 10 out of 10.
Is that a third nacelle, like Dreadnought, or is that the far nacelle?
I think it's up to you to decide, because I
like it as a third nacelle.
Okay.
That's why I like it. I love that I'm wearing a Trekyards golf shirt. That's great. And you're wearing your uniform because you got paid $50 super chat to put on a uniform. It knows. It knows. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I got a lot of character. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing that. I mean, we look like us, give or take. I like the uniform. Well, it's very much like the what do you call it, the Picard season 1, which is just not good. Even to the point of having the Delta pass the line, which it does. I got my old sci-fi phone. Best ST ship ever, Farah. Yeah, I love that you got the shirt, because it definitely pulled that from our old style backing, because that's that's where we had, I believe, one shirt that had that on it, and it was right.
Yeah, I had a t-shirt that had that. Yeah, it wasn't a golf shirt like that, but no. I like that. I would definitely rock that.
And it's a rainforest ship. I love how I'm just sort of amused by you gently. It's like, yeah.
It's pretty typical.
Right. I wonder what like a drunk yards look like. How would summarize drunk yards?
Classic. This is so worth that $5. Glad you think so, man.
Yeah, I mean, right? The AI not only had to make the image, it had to interpret the fuck you were saying, and it did.
It's just hard when the Classic is talking.
Yeah.
No offense. You say some ridiculous things.
And we love it. I mean, this is, anyone can submit any idea. Loads of things, changes, tweaks. Loads that can be done.
Indeed.
Yeah, I've got the next one ready, but while I do the next one's a little bit buffered in, let me create the next one. Because I asked, I tried to bring the animated people into the real world. It wasn't quite working. So you know what? Let's assume back in live action, and I want to see Spock now, TMP Refit and Data and Picard go have a coffee in the mess hall. That's all I gave it.
All really good. Data looks a little off, but other than that, the representations are pretty spot on. It loves Spock in that motion picture uniform, doesn't it? Picard's still just a lieutenant, so fuck him, I guess. And we got a Discovery Strange New Worlds uniform in the back. He's being shunned because he doesn't fit in this universe. It's not the right timeline. Yeah, something about Data just doesn't feel right. Something about the face is just slightly off. Everybody else's looks pretty good.
I mean, Spock looks like he's taken some sort of droopy medication. Everything's like...
That's just how Spock looks.
But he's a little bit too old and looked in TMP. Like, that's more like a weird 6 version of him. Like, he's not quite as... Picard's pretty damn close. It helps he's not full on. Data, his nose is wrong, and he's a bit too emotive.
He's got his motion chip in for this meeting of the minds.
And yeah, definitely the Discovery messel. I mean, that's like almost that close. How do you feel Data having the Discovery style epaulette sideline?
They don't look bad on that uniform, honestly. Wow. The black and grey. I think it looks kind of cool.
Stuart is pro Discovery now. He's pro Discovery. He's done it. We've done it. He's there.
I'm just gonna go. I don't know. My career's over.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's okay. So you have other cred to your name. So fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Data has normal hands, no color. Yeah, I noticed that too.
Oh yeah. With very veiny. Very, very lifelike and veiny.
It's his upgrade. It's fine. Yeah, it's even got the gray on Spock's sideburns, which is an older Spock. It's more like the one from the Otoy.
Yeah. Okay, I've got the next two, as ridiculous as that is, and unbeknownst to me, as you said earlier, it has a memory, which I did not ask for. So classic.
Is there squirrel?
Well, you'll see. You get double whammy, guys. You get double whammy for the budget.
$5. Okay, I would like to see if ChatGPT can do the entire cast of Sailor Moon on the bridge of the Enterprise, but in a live-action representation this time.
Now, I assume you like, as in classic, like Sailor Moon, because I feel there's a lot of love, and there we have.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. And it kept the squirrel. Yep, of course it did. Love the TOS bridge. The one with the pink hair is, I forget her name, but she's very looks very shocked to be here. But wow. Not great representations of the Sailor Moon characters, really, but get rid of the goddamn squirrel.
What's wrong with the squirrel?
It looks like a puppet, first of all. The other one in the other picture looked way more realistic. This just looks like a Jim Henson creation.
And Classic says, I'm pretty sure the one with the pink hair. Okay. It's supposed to be Sandy's voice actor. Wow, ChatGPT is scary good at research. Yeah, I mean, the costumes all look right, as far as I know, which is always nothing. I felt the pose is appropriate. The TS bridge is great. The squirrel looks canon. And they're all appropriately Asian, which is useful. Good. Yeah. Do the poses reflect the characters? Like most of that lady in green, is she a bit attitudey? Because that's a
yes. Sailor
okay.
Indeed.
Okay.
Sailor Jupiter's got the longest legs out of all of them. I really appreciate that. I don't know much about Sailor Moon.
More than me.
Yeah, I know quite a bit about Sailor Moon. Unfortunately, my ex-wife was big into it, so.
Speaking
I don't mind watching Sailor Moon, just for the record.
Okay, especially the right person. All right, next one is up, and again, say they had some memory with these. We've now found an inception point of memory, so give it a go. Yeah.
Classic for real, $5. And because you asked for it, Stuart, generate a 3-nacelle TMP Monster Maroon era Starfleet ship, not just a copy of the Federation or Foley class.
And this is I asked that verbatim.
It does have a memory, doesn't it?
Yep. So there's a new Sailor Moon cruise as well.
Where's the third nacelle?
I asked for it specifically.
3-nacelle. I mean, that's not a bad ship, honestly. Proportions are wonky, but that's fine. The details are NCC 2317-C.
That's cool. I like that. I like the pennants. The well, not really pennants in this case, but the red ring and the red line.
Yeah.
On the main
they
hull.
Look really good.
And the nacelles having outer red is very interesting.
Yep.
I mean, if that was coils. It looks not bad. And that kind of dual, almost like a marble looking facade.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is not bad. And Christmas is entirely bullshit. I'm not against that.
Yeah.
I like it. Now, how's the Sailor Moon crew, which of course they did not ask for, did it anyway. It just kept it going.
I don't know. I guess they're fine. They got Sailor Jupiter's height right. She's the tallest out of all of them. So I mean, that's something. Who's random dude in a STO uniform? Like that must be the squirrel. The squirrel is evolving.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad uniform actually. Very it's like as if that to me looks as if TMP used the red colors and fabric, but kept the same sort of like stylistic choices design wise. It's not Rathacon smart, but it's TMP sort of crisp to body. Pretty good actually, and not a bad ship. Not a bad ship at all. All right. Next we have got up.
Monster Maroon era Enterprise crew aboard the Care Bears Enterprise with the Care Bear symbols on their chest. Oh my god.
The rabbit hole of this show.
That's funny.
Oh, it's pretty great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a squirrel in the Care Bears ship?
What's that?
Is there a squirrel in the Care Bears universe?
No, I don't think so.
Because we've got a squirrel
There's
who's
a lion.
following us through the universe.
Yeah, this squirrel's got to go, man. That's bugging me.
It's like, how do you?
But yeah, it's
a
a very
squirrel
Care
speed?
Bear style ship. Colors are right for the parody they did. Thought this is one Starfleet Delta, a very serious looking guy. He's like, "No, fuck you guys. I'm actually Starfleet." Is that Janeway or Bell? Does look like Janeway, doesn't it? Looks like Sulu's there. Uhura. Looks like Scotty's in the captain's chair. Janeway. Captain Jellicoe.
I love the faces. Uhura's there. The bridge is it's more TMP for being really tetchy, more TMP starship in the Care Bear universe. But hey, I mean, they thought it was fundamentally important to show the to show us where the rainbow would
You
be.
need to close down your GPT session and start again so it doesn't carry over shit. Because I think it's carrying over the last few bridge designs. And the squirrel.
I gotta set up some parameters for that.
Yeah, maybe. Professor Real says, I just realized this is during the one episode of Voyager where Tuvok mind melds Janeway back to the Excelsior.
With an old guy with a beard in charge.
Yes. Yeah.
I do quite like having the hearts on the belt and on the badge. It's pretty good.
Wow. Yep.
I like it, and animation, it nailed it, right? Just to like having detail. All right, next.
Brett Dean, $5. The command crew of the Enterprise D having a holodeck dodgeball match / food fight with the command crew of the original 1701. Riker, there's two Rikers.
Well, Thomas and Will.
It's got the TOS Uhura and the Strange New Worlds Uhura.
It does.
This fucking squirrel's still there. What's going on with the red shirt dude's arm? It's like part command, part it's turning into a captain.
Well, he's a command red shirt. He's like a C-3PO, right?
There's only one D&G character here. Although it looks like we got a Klingon TOS officer. Or is that just... I don't know.
Yeah, we got two TOS Rikers and a TOS... again, yeah. But I mean, the fact that you got some of the vibes, right? And Uhura's having a great time, okay? And in fairness, nail the holodeck, right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Well, it's pretty easy to do, that one.
It is, but it takes internal consistency.
Even Strange New Worlds got it right. Wait, but can't wait to see that episode.
Does that mean I can now
Looks like
do
it could be
canon
one of those.
holodecks and TOS?
Dan says looks like it could be one of those very short treks. Yeah.
Yeah. I like everyone's throwing tomatoes because they're throwable and yet there's still a bit of splatter from the green.
Yes.
Hey, as long as the squirrels have a nice time, we're all good.
The squirrel looks super happy, so.
Well, he keeps getting included, doesn't he?
Yes.
Alright, the next one is up with a bit of a conceptual one.
Mark Lawrence, $5.
Mm-hmm.
Several Borg chasing Dr. Smith from Lost in Space. Oh, the pain of assimilation. In live action, of course. Oh, the pain. I mean, it doesn't really look like the Dr. Smith, but it looks like a Doctor Who character, honestly, with the outfit he's wearing. Interesting. Is he in space? Literally in space, running from Borg cubes? That's kind of cool. Or maybe that's just a view screen behind him. We're just super zoomed in on him. Yes. Classic for real. Yes, two TOS Rikers, obviously Will and Tom. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, great Borg cubes. Nailed it. I'm getting visuals of him being... Because Lost in Space would have been 60s, therefore it would exist in Star Trek, because anything pre-93 is in theory the same universe, in theory. So this feels like a holodeck simulation Dr. Smith has been made. And like in Voyager, when he's put outside the ship, he's like, oh, the pain, ah! Borg. That's what I see from this.
Yeah. Yep. Great.
You know, if you asked... yeah, if you start this live with where are we going to go with this? You know, how many suggestions he would have got to this logically? Quite a few.
Yeah.
Should not have been the first idea. Yeah.
No.
But pretty cool Borg cube. Right, next on my fun list, I asked for... Oh. So I continued this thing. So I had a little narrative I was building, but I got a couple more. I said for the TMP hero to join... a TMP cast member to join them. That is not what it did.
No. Spock looks like a stunt double. Picard looks good. Yeah, Data's also a stunt double. Does not like Picard being a captain. It consists... You can't really tell, but it looks like it's just... But it likes making Data an ensign. And we got a very 1960s TOS officer there. Doesn't quite look like Uhura.
Yeah, which I asked, and I think it said, well, you know, we'd like to be inspired by previous cast members like Uhura. I'm like, I said someone new. But it, I mean, as eras...
Are they on the Defiant?
Well, it is very defiant-y. But this would be, obviously, for a... Oh, what?
Dan Ben. Her face is up there. They're all staring at her chest.
Yeah,
Well, Spock's not. And Picard's staring off into the distance this way. But Data's definitely like...
Data's trying not to stare while it's also using his brain to stare.
Yes, so he's looking half...
Multitasking, as every good computer can. But I love the fact that this is 4 different eras of Star Trek combined, right? TOS, Star Trek First Contact, TMP, and the 4th era, present day, Starbucks cup.
I was going to make a comment about the cup. It's very TOS. They use styrofoam cups. It's kind of similar, so...
Starbucks cup. This is in between takes. But for a short amount of time, they could have made this. How cool this has been to see. Because I actually it's really fun to see 3 unique uniforms all in the same...
Yeah.
If only.
Classic says Spock loves the one-time use cups. You would think that would be illogical. You would use a cup you could reuse. But, yeah.
Or if they're the most efficient cups, because you just get to put them back in a replicator.
Oh, you can with their ceramic mugs too. Anyway. Yeah, the likenesses aren't good here. Patrick Stewart's good,
but they're all really close, just not good, if that makes sense. Like, you know exactly who they're being.
Yes.
All the details are there, but the photorealism is just not there. But yeah, the next submission is here. This is quite cool.
For real. $5. The Borg get assimilated by ChatGPT. I mean, you know what to substitute in there, Sam. Monkey face. That's really great.
I had to massage it a little bit, the text, but that's a horror. That's, again, don't show Marie. This is a horror film in the making.
Yeah. ChatGPT is going to get too many ideas from this, and we're going to be the reason that AI takes over. That's good, though. The lighting's fantastic. The Borg look really good. I love the detail on the guy's arm closest to us. You can tell some Starfleet tactical officers got assimilated, still wearing their tactical gear.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and I asked for, do I want a comic fun version? I'm like, no. Photoreal and moody. What can you give me? And it's quite horrific. Horror.
I love how all their eyes are glowing green as well.
Yeah, and I mean, really good. They've kept that organic. Because I think we had this previously where they like that line of metal in the middle, but the skin around them, which actually gives that really nice contrast of metal and skin. So you remember the humanity of them, but still broken by the metal. Because those are really pretty solid Borg. And I mean, it's the lighting really. Because that was any other show, they'd just be like leather body armor, right? But in this lighting, this texture, even the more armored version kind of was, feels kind of, yeah. I like it.
It's very good. It's very good. Be a fantastic image for like a book cover if it wasn't for the ChatGPT symbol. That's great. Yeah, keep the ideas coming, guys. These have been fun. There's been some really creative ones. 25 likes as well. Hit the like button. Let's try to get up to 30. Another 5 more if you're just joining us.
Yeah.
Viewership on this one's very low, but that's okay.
I mean, you guys make it worth our while. Classic and such. So then I asked it to do the same scene again, but get it right with the alien, and things fell apart a bit.
So we got a green Vulcan. Picard's had a rough week and hasn't shaved. Data looks good. That's good animated Data.
It is.
Spock doesn't really look like Spock. You can tell it's Spock.
Yes.
The ear's not sharp enough. And
Well,
still with that goddamn motion picture uniform.
Although, I mean, it makes sense. In the previous scenario, it was on the TMP Enterprise, so it does follow. But this now looks like a combination of his uniform and his robes from 4.
Yeah.
Like the ones that can fasten. But I was like, Picard, where did your beard come from? Is the story taking that long to tell?
He's just haggard. He's sick of all this being recreated in these images. He's like, I'm fucking done. I'm just going to look like shit from now on. And maybe they'll stop using me.
Then I said, no, I continue to use them. Last image, I said, now the same character, Starfleet Academy. Which again, background details where this thing, where it sings.
The M in Academy is a little wonky.
Yep.
But, yeah. I love her uniform, actually. That looks really good. His looks kind of, not uniformy, but like dress formal kind of vibe with the jacket.
Well, I don't even know why. You're right. I think it's just the fabric, like the feeling of the fabric choice.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Spock,
I don't think it is.
Again, Spock's upgraded to like a regular cup, not a one-use cup.
He's a light coffee maintained.
Yeah.
But in terms of the background, I mean, a lot of aliens, some blue guys, some fairy guys, variety of uniforms, and not. I mean, And the fact that it remembered that we're meant to be in this era
Yeah.
helped. But also this shows, and actually I might have to nick this, the idea of that wood paneling room with the logo and just chairs looking forward in a window looks really, I'll be honest, really attractive.
Yes.
And it says to me Starfleet Academy, but it's just a basic room they found at a library. But you know what I mean? It's actually pretty damn solid. I do kind of want to do some stuff at the Academy for lols. And this is a pretty, yeah.
You got a green Spock behind Spock. Got the Spock or Vulcan haircut. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff in the background there.
Yes, and this next one refused Disney twice. So I've had to ask for a generic park.
Okay.
But I did this. Okay, I do them now randomly, so we have some to look at in the meantime.
Yeah.
Can you guess who I asked it to recreate?
Row.
No. It failed miserably.
Savick.
Savick. Now, why did you say Savick? Because you got there in 2, which is rather impressive.
It looked. There's a little bit of Robin Curtis there, with the sharpness of the features, but it really looked more like Row to me. That's why I said that first. But
Yeah.
Savick instantly popped into my head. So I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to do.
I mean, this is more like the last generation where it couldn't get likeness, but it could get a vibe.
Yeah.
There's a Vulcaniness about it, but with Row, yeah, 100%.
Uniforms look fantastic.
Yeah. It really does. And every time I see a TNG uniform, I just think, that's such a nice uniform. It's so just pleasant.
Yep.
It's not as crisp as Voyager, but it's not trying to be. It's slightly looser. It's more friendly, right? It's more, yeah.
S1NY says, can you make a real life Boimler and check if he ends up looking like Jack Quaid?
Super chat in and let's find out.
Yeah.
You have been challenged. That's how this goes. Alright, we finally got one.
Alright, I'll read it.
And this should be the last
Brett Dean.
one.
Yeah. Brett Dean, $5. A Packlet and his new hot middle-aged crisis wife, a super hot Delton, and their child, a squirrel. Oh my god. On vacation at Ryza Disney. Jesus Christ. I mean, somebody's got lots of money. She looks pretty fine. Squirrel's super happy to be there. There's another squirrel or thing in the background as well, running around. It's no tail, so maybe it's not a squirrel. Maybe it's like a bear or something, but that's pretty great. Ooh, interesting animation style it shows too.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't submit animation or live. I just said create it. He said no twice because Disney, I guess, is Disney.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's obviously a Delton. It's obviously a squirrel. He's a Packard with some surgery.
Yeah, it looks like Homer Simpson.
I mean, in in Strange New Worlds episode 1, they injection and they change their physicality. So yeah, Packard, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think if you weren't on this live you would have guessed this is a Packard and a Delton. But we know it is, and therefore it's fine.
Yeah, she got a little bit pointy ear for Delton, but that's fine.
Yeah. Still, pretty cool. Right, I'll let the next one generate. This one's, I thought was interesting. It's another Savick one. It failed so often I just said stop it. Yeah, literally. But there's a new ship.
We got a new ship.
We do.
Which is definitely a 3D holographic display because it's coming out.
Yes, it is. Fair point.
I mean, I like a lot of details on the ship. The one the cell that's closest to the left is a little wonky with the way it's, but that's fine. Other than that, it looks pretty good, honestly. Does not look at all like Savick, not like the last picture, which had a little bit of her features in it. But again, the TNG uniform, bang, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, badge again can't quite. It knows what it should be, but it can't actually create it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, now we've seen such a plethora of golden ones.
Yeah.
You know, going back to Pretty Girl almost feels like a setback. But I mean, again, were this an image on desk in a fan film, you'd be like, yeah. Wouldn't think anything of it. And the fact that they've got fingers now, right? It used to be the big problem of having not at all fingers. And yeah.
Yeah, the hands are very good. I've been looking at the hands in each one, and they're really good.
Yeah.
So that's a big improvement they made.
It's only going to get better. And hopefully we'll be able to do another script version and see how real lines are. Because that was so much fun.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see how that would evolve.
Yeah. Classic says it's the B in as much as that one production crew made the E after Generations.
I guess I'm going through my old folder just to remind ourselves. Olivia, who's not here, the horror that she created on the left.
Dear God. We got to do Mechanic, Sammy, and Trucker Stew one again. Oh my fucking God! You got to send that to Olivia. I love Roger. His hands don't look like that though. He should have alien-looking hands. But that's a good Discovery scant, I gotta say. Although I don't know why the black fades out on the one side. It'd been cooler if he just went all the way down. But look at the legs on Pike.
He has been working out.
He has not skipped leg day at all.
And just the fact that it confidently gets Answer Mount.
Yeah. Even the hair.
Especially the hair.
Yeah.
And the fact that to sell his charisma while being in a scant.
Send that picture to Olivia in the group chat. You got to.
I mean, this is one she went for a while ago. It's already existed. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And I mean, Roger, pretty good. Like, it's obviously weird. Pretty good though. Pretty good. Okay, next one is Up.
Classic for real, $5. Oof. Shouldn't be spending any more money today, but
No.
I'll fund S1 Noir's request of live action Boimler to see if he looks like Jack Quaid. What is happening with the uniform? That's too many colors happening.
Yeah. But, you know, good enough looking guy.
Not purple hair.
No. Which you would think would be quite an important part of the character.
It just took all the colors of purple, separated them, put them in his uniform. So that'll do it.
That'll do. That Boimler, that'll do. The sets are kind of Discovery meets Lower Decks.
Yes. Yeah, they still feel kind of motion picture-y.
Well, I think that's your bias for the L-Cars colour.
Well, no. Even the pillars and I don't know. Fine, it's my bias. It's fine.
He's allowed to have a bias. He loves them very much.
They're too blurry in the distance to see. To really make a real determination. He does look a little like him. A little bit. Sure. Classic for real. I mean, Discovery meets Lower Decks is literally those old scientists. Not quite Discovery, but yeah, I see what you mean. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I can't get behind that uniform. The design's fine. The colors are just not great. But the comm badge looks good.
Yeah, I don't mind the sort of blue.
I don't mind the blue either, but the blue with the red is not working for me.
Well, I think it de-crisps both.
Yes. Yeah.
But it does give that little bit extra. As in that little bit of extra texture of like a cadet uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's not a real person, and yet there he is. I see him, you see him, we all see him, right?
I see him, you see him, we all see him.
Very nice. Next one is being creators. Let me throw another one from previous. This one I've actually got to. I was trying to again post this to mimic a style, and I was very impressed by how it captured the Orville cast.
Well, 2 of them.
2.5.
Oh, 3.
Yeah.
Isaac is spot on.
Well, and I mean, bloody yeah, exactly, yeah.
Ed Mercer's good-ish, and so's what's her name?
Kelly.
Yeah.
Ed's
the other one's
pretty much perfect, I'd say. Like pretty much. Could have been a slightly art style version. But the uniform's nailed. I mean, that is right there.
And it doesn't know how to spell Orville. One too many L's.
I think it's always been Orville. Orville. In theaters / Hulu. But I like Isaac with the
with the hood.
It's actually pretty great.
Uh-huh.
God.
Claire doesn't look anything like Claire. Yeah. Bortus is
a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Raj, what happens to the images viewers super chat for? I mean, they're on this live. If you'd like to email us for any of them, I certainly keep them all. You're welcome to any of the high-res versions. Yeah, let us know. All good. The next one is in. I did a little bit of put together for this, but yeah.
So classic for real again, $5. Oof, this should be my last super chat, but can't help myself. Mechanic Sammy and Trucker Stu. No context, not doing anything.
Well, I had some context.
Oh, did you? I mean, that's pretty good. I look high as fuck.
You mean you turned up?
Yeah, and you're the right gender, so that's fine. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Trekyards.
So obviously I gave it some help, right? There's a team that do some fake content, and we're trying to sue them still. So I took a screen cap from their garbage first video.
Only video from what I've heard.
I don't keep track. Okay, the lawyers say don't get involved, so I don't get involved, right? So these garbage pail kid imitation people, I copied, I took a screen cap, and I said, make this, but put those insults to humans in trucker costumes and put a nice truck in the middle. And I mean, well done.
Yeah, I can see why it did Trucker Stu's face like it did.
Is Coissa brand? I don't know. I like put that dick in flannel, because that's very truckery.
It is very truckery. I was wondering, was he wearing a shirt like that in the video? But I guess not.
I haven't watched it. I just try and ignore it.
I've watched it. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good.
Is that Tom Hanks? I mean, yeah. But I mean, it took it and ran with it. And it certainly, the good looking truck. It got. Oh, it's funny. It inverted the colors of the circles, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And these are small things, but I also love the fact that that dickhead with a crappy background, it maintained the out of focus, and it understood the logic of it, and it made it trucks and cars.
It made it trucks. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. That's really impressive.
Like, I feel like that original guy's shitty background, if it wasn't going to be trucks, then why bother? And there you go. Now it's trucks.
It is. That's great.
Well, that hat looks stupid on both of them. Anyway, so again, we can't talk too much because we might get countersued. I don't want to be countersued, right? Okay. Next.
Don't watch Trekyards. Next is Brett Dean, $5. My last, Seth MacFarlane and the Orville crew meeting Picard, Riker, and Data in the Enterprise D observation lounge. Data scans Isaac with a tricorder.
Kind of everything you asked for, but sort of in reverse.
Everything's off. Everything's off. Isaac, I love the upgrade. That looks really good. Data is not Data. Love the black sleeves, though. Ed looks drunk and not like... Yeah, wow. Everybody just looks slightly off in this one. But it's a medium that I'd like to see, that's for sure. The Orville uniforms look fantastic, especially Isaac's. The TNG ones, they got yellow on the collar. I don't know why. And the tricorder doesn't look like a tricorder.
Yeah.
Everyone looks depressed and sad. Yeah, well, Isaac got some sleek gloves.
Well, and just the he's on Cylon.
Yeah.
Which is I mean, that's pretty cool. And even the text from the uniform is pretty nice. Oh, he's like Daft Punk now.
Yeah.
And Foul says fascinating. Yes, it really is. Oh, and that's definitely like a old man stunt double Picard who's like extra 20 years older than he should be for the role. It's like, right, I'm here for this fan film. What are we're gonna play some Star Trek, okay? Yeah, you got a beard. And Kay's in a long uniform as well.
Yeah, and Riker doesn't really want to be there. No, I guess not.
And Data's got black arms, like the
Yeah.
which actually doesn't look awful. Doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good at all, but yeah, this kind of let me down. ChatGPT kind of let me down on this one. The likenesses just aren't there. I do like the new Isaac look though. I can see the K-line. That'll be their next upgrade.
Yes. And the thing goes red and does a laser. And there's a Day After Tomorrow. Is that what it's called? You know the Keanu Reeves one where the tall sentinel thing, the remake of the old one.
Oh yeah, Gort.
Yeah. It's like that, but now it becomes a laser.
Day the Earth stood still.
There you go. Pew pew much. But it got reflections in the chair, which is pretty cool. These are pretty cool things.
Very small table. Looks like they're in the mess hall, not the observation lounge.
Wow, cramped equals personal, right?
Sure.
That's fine. Smells of.
Hey, this time it gave Picard 4 pips. Did it?
Any pips?
I don't see any pips on Picard at all.
I see no pips.
Yeah, to be fair, it's all on the wrong side. So the camera can't see them.
Right, so I've got another to do on generating, but I thought I'd throw this one in. It's one of my first tests. And I was actually rather impressed by the results.
Why is Worf there? Like the two phone booths and the time travelers, they look great. Again, likenesses all just slightly off. Worf's pretty all right. But he kind of does look like the witch version of Worf.
Really freaking tall.
Yeah, that's fine.
But a wonderful Sixth Doctor. I really do quite like the Bill and Ted time machine booth. It's like, let's not rip it off the thing that's been made for 20 years. It's whatever, it's red now. But seeing both together was really rather charming. And this time we got Bill and Ted actually close. I've tried to get them a few times, it wasn't getting them. And like everything's off. Yeah.
Why'd you put Worf in there though?
I was doing various like build-upons, and I just thought, keep him, move him out.
Oh.
Plus, it's fun to see contrast. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Exactly. Exactly.
Imagine Data and Isaac doing an arm wrestle. Who would win?
Well, we don't have to imagine.
Uh-oh. ChatGPT's going to answer the question.
If you guys want to.
Yeah, no, we're not zooming in Classic Forever. There's no pips there. You be quiet. 29 likes. I need another one like to get to 30. That'd be awesome.
Let us know. So many options.
I love the phone boxes side by side, though. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, phone box and phone booth.
Yeah. Here's another one I did when we were doing posters.
There is no turning back. Walter Koenig, Star Trek, Out of Time. Is that supposed to be the Guardian of Forever? Huh. And a very old Chekhov in a TNG uniform. I'm not quite sure what the other uniform is, but again, the red and the yellow don't really work together for me.
But stylistically, that's a great poster, I think.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
The symbolic, the fact they're visibly different ages.
Even creepy little purple alien things.
Yeah, I've got a whole saga of those. And they've got crisp text now is pretty amazing, because text you need understanding and context and to be able to actually form meaning, right, beyond the random. And I like that this to me says in a small case says is like the Guardian through time. So each version meet the Guardian at different points, and yeah.
The one on the right, though, at the bottom, feels like another portal, like another one of the same kind of portals. It looks larger. It looks, didn't get the shape of it down for the top one either, unfortunately.
But I mean, as a idea for a design, a basic stone ring with an inner core, pretty cool actually.
Cool.
One more we can show you guys, but if you want to see any more, then submit. We're doing quite well. We'd love to see. I mean, obviously another two more. We're near the end, but for those out there who are fans, I thought I'd say TNG meets Farscape, which I show gets not the love it needs.
Data got a promotion. He's not an ensign anymore. And then this must be from Future Imperfect, because he's wearing the red.
Yes.
Why is there a ChatGPT symbol in the bottom?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm like, oh, don't watermark.
Farscape characters. I mean, the costuming is good.
Yeah, like nothing about it is correct, but it's exactly. I get it. John Cryan with his red leather, kind of sure. Chiana with her black leather, a bit slutty, kind of, sort of, white hair. Yeah, everything's kind of some.
Yeah.
Definitely like they hired lookalikes.
Except for Patrick Stewart, he looks pretty good.
Well, I mean, of the Farscape.
Oh.
And the bridge.
Data's not good.
He's a bit confused. The bridge, though, I mean, you could be fooled. Give or take, there'd be the right bridge. The colour's right, the lighting's right, the top bit's right. Although, there are side consoles. That's not a part of the bridge.
Well, this is an alternate universe, because Data's in red. It's fine. It's fine. And look, the card has 4 pips. You just got to zoom in to see them, according to Classic for Real. Yeah. 31 likes. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. Let's see how many more we can get. How many more people haven't hit like yet? Hit like. And yeah, another 1 or 2 would be awesome to close out here. So if anybody wants to throw 1 or 2 in, that would be great.
I mean, they're
This has been
so
fun. These are always fun.
yeah, they're just
They're,
creative and weird and different and unusual and odd and fun and silly and
and the reactions to them, like you never know what to. Oh my god!
yeah, I love seeing Stuart's reactions.
Shave some weight off me, man.
I did nothing.
Uh-huh.
I did nothing. Oh, I love how ideas come round. This is something we did.
Yeah. Look at his rank. Holy shit. He's like super captain or something. And we got the Thermians there enjoying the show. Yeah, the WrestleMania. From parts unknown, weighing in at 255 pounds. Worf.
Son of Kick-Ass.
Sure.
Yep. Because he's just doing some wrestle style stuff, and that definitely has a fun vibe.
Yes.
I like that. Anything else have I? Oh yeah, one of the things I did, as you saw earlier, was I had the Scott in the shuttle.
Yeah.
And I continue that logic, and it's pretty much the rest of my pre-created, but I did start with TOS, as you remember. I'll refresh your mind so you're where it was.
Love it. Just wish the ship was better. But other than that, it's a great image. You can see that being on a book from years ago.
From the chronology. I said make a rather calm version. I said twalk it up.
Okay, it doesn't look anything like Scotty.
Oh.
The outside the window looks a little bit better, but it's the J.J. Abrams problem with the ship being built on a planet. Ship looks way better, though. Uniform looks pretty good. Love the rank insignia, class thingy. Consoles look good. Yeah, the other one looks way more James Doohan than this new one.
Well, yeah, going for more photo real, it's clearly kind of broken.
Yeah. Yeah, this new one doesn't work as well as the first one. The first one's got a lot more going for it.
Well, the first one just has more of that chronology feel, which works. And then I said, but again, uniform. And I said, make it a TNG version because, of course, he exists in Relics.
Yes. Yeah.
And age appropriate.
Oh, that's better. That looks more like James Doohan.
Yes.
Oh, the window looks way better as well. It's a funky ship for sure, but he looks tired and just kind of fed up with life.
I mean, yeah, I've cut his life, from 20s to 60s. The ship, though, I love the fact it's just crappy but yet wonderful scaffolding.
Yeah, the scaffolding bothers me because it doesn't look anything like a dry dock in any of the pictures.
I kind of love it. It looks so characterful. It's just giant red sci-fi scaffolding. And the ship says Enterprise B, apparently. Wow.
Does it?
Or 8. Yeah, Enterprise B or 8. With the saucer and the secondary saucer on the top. It's like, what? What?
Yeah, that's NCC 17018 for sure. I zoomed in.
The 8th 1701. That's logical.
Sure.
But yeah, it's kept the idea, kept the angle.
Yeah. And it's the older Scotty. I like that. Classic for real, $2. I've got $2 for Roger's suggestion. Goku versus Worf.
Grogu?
It's Groku. Goku. Sorry.
Oh.
Over 9,000.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Where is that?
I don't watch Dragon Ball. So. You're lucky I know that much.
And turns out we broke the other one, so I had to start a whole new one because it was refusing to make copyright material. So I was like, you just made 7,000. Stop being a prick.
Uh-oh.
So I had to start a new one. I made this for lols.
Okay, I'm excited. David Tennant. Great Wall of China, eating an ice cream cone. What's not to like? It's a really good image. Very good likeness.
Yeah. You know, it's like yeah.
Yeah.
The fact
very
that
good.
because Doctor Who it can do because I guess doesn't come out licensing the same way. He's a bit sad looking, but yeah, got his hair, his suit's basically.
That's why he's eating ice cream. Eat ice cream when you're sad.
But he's eating it alone because he's sad. And then there's the Great Wall.
Sad 'cause he's alone.
Exactly. Well, the Great Wall of China.
How do I sound? Do I sound
Much worse.
I know you did. I know, but how much worse?
70% worse.
Oh, perfect. That's better now.
There you go.
Let's put this over the mic.
Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. Learn something every day. All right.
Absolutely.
So it asked me follow-up questions. I refused to be specific. So it
Perfect.
said, do you want which Dragon Ball version? Goku or Vegeta? Do you want DBZ, Super, Ultra, Instinct, Super, Saiyan? Is Wolverine TNG or DS9? I said, most popular for anything. I don't care. Just I don't know who they are.
I don't either. I know what they look like. Like, I know the basics of it, but Super Saiyan.
Yeah, if you gave me a multiple question, multiple answer of 4, I could, that's Goku. Yeah.
Yeah. Donnie said, "Oh, let's go now. Thank you. All enjoy the NFL draft, everyone. Go Cowboys and Seahawks. See you later, Donnie. Don't give a flying fuck about sports, but you enjoy.
Have a good one."
I'd rather watch flies fuck than watch sports.
Okay then.
Yeah.
And now you know. If you want to get Stu excited, then do that.
It doesn't get me excited. It's rather watch that than sports. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
It said no.
See Goldie cut, elected Pope. Oh my god. Wow. No, I want to see Kai win, elected Pope, because essentially the Kai is the Pope of Bajor, so.
I mean, that's doable. A Kai in the Pope costume. Oh dear.
That's great. 32 likes. All right, can we get to 35? I'm asking for another 3 likes. If you haven't hit like yet, please consider doing so now. We are closing up in a few minutes here, so if any more super chats want to come in, original ideas, that'd be cool. At least one more would be awesome to get to a particular number.
Yeah, what's a truly epic one to end on?
So many ideas. Captain Kirk wearing lingerie. Probably wouldn't do the lingerie thing though. Might have an issue with that.
Still trying to make this image. Go on, you can get around copyright.
You can do it, ChatGPT. Stuart, I think you will like this suggestion. Imagine Rocketeer and Iron Man.
Oh,
that'd be fantastic, yeah. Oh, and K70 throws in 20 pounds. Watch Star Trek Defiant, an animated fan film episode set in the TOS and is a what if. 6 chapters have already been uploaded and still more to come. Have a great day, everyone. Well, I thought I heard about Star Trek Defiant earlier today. I read something on Facebook about it, and I wasn't quite sure what it was. No, it was something on TikTok. Somebody was showing off comic books, and they talked about Star Trek Defiant.
Yeah, so I just googled it. Chapter 1 released January 18th, 2024. Interesting. Huh. It's all 3D from K70. I mean, it's very, doing what I do. It's very, very ambitious. Very ambitious. Episode 6 was released March 18th. Let's see how far they came.
That's awesome. Yeah, check that out. I'm gonna write that down. Check it out later tonight.
It's fun because when you get to build sort of mid-level sets, detail-wise, boy, you can go quicker and then do more, and then you get this hugely broad amount of things. Not worrying about actual texturing.
I will give that a watch. Everybody in the chat, go give that a watch.
Huh, cute. They got episode 6 is a picture of someone on Vulcan. They recreated part of Sarek's, one of his layers in Discovery. It's quite cute. As like a picture.
Huh.
There's a lot of work. Indefinite animation and mouth moving. It's all effort and effort. Oh, Pill Talk is AI.
Lecture about fraternizing.
Classic put in $2 as well, which I missed. Have $2 for Brett Dean's Ducat and win elected Pope.
And it's refusing to do the
what?
Dragon Ball Z is just refusing flat out. I tried 3 versions and it's refusing, so sorry, we can't do that. I tried. I mean, we gave it 3.
We can only do what we can do, guys.
Because it definitely, I mean, every franchise is different, and I guess Dragon Ball Z is flat out as a no, just solid no. Others animated, I think it's like so specific. So sorry, but I even said, make it non-specific, it's just inspired. It's like, no. So, okay, well, there you go.
Yeah. And Dan Ben says, watch what? Watch Star Trek Defiant, an animated fan film episode set in TOS. Yes, I realize that Star Trek Defiant is a comic book. Like I said, I heard about that earlier today. So.
And in fact, Classic's right. It's 20. Make that a prompt. See what the hell happens.
Yeah. I was thinking that would be funny. Yeah, $20 or £20 super chat. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Appreciate it.
Makes a big difference.
It does.
As I'm sure you guys know.
And if you don't know by now, we're telling you. It makes a big difference. So even a couple bucks adds up.
Yes.
Speaking of a couple bucks, Classic for Real throws in $2. Well, $2 to bring Pope to cut and win to $5 plus $1 extra.
Oh. Okay, Kai Win. That's the person. Okay. I'll find a good reference shot of them. Pope Win. Okay.
I want Ducat to be not Angel, but like fucking Ducat. Kardashian.
You want to be fucking Ducat?
I mean, maybe.
I mean, it wouldn't be that hard as he is himself, so it wouldn't be that difficult. Nope, sorry, we killed the refresh limit because I was trying to get the other one to work. Nope, we'll have to do it next time because it said over 15 minutes, that's past our live, so. That's the other problem, if you do it too quickly, they say, nope.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we had it the first time when people were putting 2s. I was trying too quick.
Yeah.
But I guess even a re-roll, as it were, kills it. So sorry about that, guys, but I will next time. But I can't do it in 15 minutes, so.
Yeah.
Way.
Brett Dean, $2, Pope, Ducat, or win. Next time. Next time on Trekyards.
Yes. But yeah, remind us, because we'll be... Obviously, Classic will be here, so you can remind us and... Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, I guess we'll call it there then.
Yeah. Any favourite one of today?
Oh my god. The first Scotty one you showed I really liked. Just wish the ship outside the window looked better. Because other than that, it was a pretty good image. It reminded me of the covers of the Starfleet Academy books.
Yeah, exactly.
Kids ones. Yeah, it's exactly the style they were.
And my favourite was definitely Skynet, because that's amazing. That's pretty exceptional. All right, wonderful. All right, us for next time. We'll get that one in, and yeah.
Yes. Thank you to everybody who watched, everybody that participated, everybody that super chatted. You're all awesome, and this has been fun. So, yeah. Appreciate all you guys, and we had 35 likes, which is awesome.
Yes.
All right. So until next time, he is Commander Calkins.
He is Captain Foley. Foley.
Bye, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Bye, guys.